Maybe, Angela, maybe. If indeed there is a next time and you're not eaten by wild rabbit dogs or enslaved by some kind of raider gang. Greetings and welcome back to Sheltered. And the Weird Family, and, extended family now, I suppose, Weird Family and guests who are continuing to shelter in their underground bunker from the nuclear apocalypse that has consumed the world. Fortunately, things are going pretty well, actually, for the family. The kids are out, having an explore, as they are wont to do. Octopi and Andy. One more location for them to hit up, and then they'll be heading home. I think they've got some interesting stuff, maybe. How are our newbies doing? Walter is now completely loyal and is ready to be sent out. Look, the kids have got something they need desperately to tell us. What is it, kids? Yes, indeed. Take a look in the small farm. That's why I sent you there. Frankly, it would be nice if you just went in and dealt with things on your own sometimes. Show a bit of initiative. We also appear to have a journal entry. Look, day 16. We were happy that Michelle came along. We could use the help. And we can now make more trips into the wasteland for food and stuff. I noticed that Michelle doesn't seem to talk very much. I wonder what sort of things have happened to them to be like that. Probably just the silent type. Hopefully. Where's Michelle? There's Michelle. She's only just joined us. She's not very loyal yet. Janet is nearly loyal enough to head out and actually, go and do things, but not quite. So I guess we can send Walter out. All right, kids, what have you found? What have you found? Examine items. We've actually got plenty of food rations. We don't need more at this point in time. Another gas mask would be quite handy, but I'm not sure if we really want it over any of the stuff that you've already got here. Literally there is nothing here that... couldn't you just wear it home? Couldn't one of you just put this on and wear it home? No? Okay, well, apparently not. They can't do that. I think I'm going to keep everything here. I don't think any of this really takes priority. Hinges and rope are what we're primarily after. So, yeah, there's nothing doing there because we want to not craft. We want to upgrade this to the next tier up, for which we need hinges and rope. Hinges and rope. All right, and that means we have to send out more expeditions, more and more expeditions. Set up an expedition. So we're going to send Walter on his first. Look, he likes walking. He is courageous and unhygienic. Oh no, maybe he is just currently walking. It's not that he likes walking particularly. He just is walking at the moment. He's actually pretty tired, but we're going to send him out anyway because, he's just become loyal enough to do so. So he has to prove himself. Prove yourself, Walter. Prove that you have what it takes. You have a strength of 5, perception of 3. You're not particularly great in any particular area, but your strength is okay. So we're going to send Walter. And then somebody with a high perception, I think. Jonas possibly has a very high perception. Laura has a slightly lower perception. We can't sell the others. I think probably Jonas. And we'll just have to hope that they will be... Look, the boys are going to go out. They're going to do a bit of male bonding out there in the wasteland. Not bondage, obviously. That would just be weird and freaky. Although, we don't know what Walter's into. He could be into that kind of thing. It's always possible. But because it's the two boys and they think they're kind of tough, they're probably going to go a little bit further afield. We could hit up here, but we kind of visited all this stuff. Well, we visited this stuff ages ago. So we could maybe hit up the north of Baymouth here. Look, did we even realize that these places had names? Baymouth, we could go to Baymouth. We could go to Broadworth here. Port Toft. Wow, Port Toft. What a spectacular sounding place. We could go there, or we could go to this unknown place over here. I think, you know what, let's go to Baymouth. We could go and explore somewhere new, but these are quite large and they're quite distant, and we don't really have any kind of cool weapons or anything yet. So let's not tempt fate. Let's just go out here. We've got plenty of water. So it's what we're going to do. We're going to hit up the small police station and maybe like the hardware store, actually. Look, let's start with the hardware store. Hardware store. Actually, let's start with the scrapyard. I know we only visited these 4 days ago, but, there might be new stuff there. You never know. We'll go to the police station, and then we'll, hit up all of this stuff. Petrol station, small house. Coming back through here, we might as well go small house. School has only recently been visited, so let's not bother with that. The church, florist has also recently been visited, so we'll just go like that. There we go. A little jaunt around. 42 water required. That's fine. That's all well and good. We shall equip, of course, the 2 gas masks that we currently have. We need to craft some more of these. We'll also equip the equipped. We'll also... Oh, if only he had an equip. We'll equip the satchels, because that gives them more stuff. The baseball bat has a required strength of 8. Walter only has a strength of 5, so I don't know... It's damage 13 to 18, plus 5% accuracy. So he won't get that if he tries to use it, because his strength is too low. But it might be better anyway than nothing, than just using his fists. So let's send Walter with the baseball bat. I mean, he's only 3 short on strength. So neither of the boys terribly strong, as it turns out. Fine, off you go, Walter. Also, Jonas, you can take the gas mask and another satchel. There we go. And the party can head out, can go forth into the wasteland and discover whatever wonders they may find there. We could potentially send out old Laura on her own, actually. I mean, that might be worth thinking about, because the more people we have out exploring the wastelands, the quicker we will get the stuff that we need, and we do so desperately need it. Meat, we got quite a lot of meat in here, so that's all good. Michelle is feeling absolutely fine. Do you want to do some repairing, Michelle, whilst the boys are out? Let's just make sure that that's already repaired. Hold on, what about this? 52%, there we go. You can fix the shower. Janet, you can have a shower before she comes along to fix it. Laura, you can have a drink whilst it's raining. Let's check our water storage. 68 of 90. Hopefully that'll fill all the way up. I really don't feel the need to upgrade any of this stuff. I know I probably should. The only thing that really I think, okay. I mean, it might be good to upgrade the water storage. I mean, the water filter, so that we get water faster. What is that? It's increase the rate at which increase the rate at which the water filter filters out contaminated water by 25%. I don't know exactly what that does. Durability, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just keep sending people out to repair it. Increase the efficiency of the water filter, allowing it to filter more per second. That's kind of what we want, but we need leather for that. So maybe we actually should make another trap. Let's do that. Look, let's make a moderate snare trap, and we'll put that up here, because even though we don't particularly need the meat... Look, Laura, what are you doing? Stop that. Put on a suit before you go outside, woman, and then you can resume. Even though we don't really want the meat, or we don't particularly need the meat, it's still better to have the trap there and to be getting the leather that we need, because the more we can make satchels, the more each and every run out into the wilderness is going to yield. So we really want maximum. Octopi turned a weakness into a trait. Something happened. Someone is at the intercom. Respond. Nancy, hey, that's a nice shelter you have there. How's about I hop in there and join you? A strength of 7, Nancy. That's actually pretty good. 4, 3, 3, and a perception of 8. That's fantastic. You know what, Nancy? Yes, in you come with your bright red hair. You're just the sort of person we want. And we also have another person here. Look, Janet. It's the team Redhead right here. Hopefully, when you are both all set up and loyal, you can go out together as Team Redhead into the wilderness and to bring all sorts of cool stuff. The boys are back in town. Nancy, what do you need? You don't really need anything right now. Integrity of that is fine. Integrity of the beds, you might as well fix the bed. There we go. It's something to do. Location searched. Alright, we have some more wiring, some more pipes, some other bits and pieces, a bit more leather. Nothing particularly super duper. Hold on. Confirm. There we go. Just in case. I mean, I know I just go for X's. I don't know what it is. It's just like the Windows user in me. Andy is properly knackered here. Andy, go. Wait. Go. No, you're not going to have food. You're not going to have food. Andy, no eating. No eating. No eating. No. Stop it. No eating when you are filthy. Alright? Go and have a shower. Go. Who's in the shower? Michelle? Somebody's in the shower. Stop that. You. There. Octopi was it in the shower. Take a shower, Andy. Octopi is now not so dirty, so he can actually eat. And we need to ask... It's all just going on at once. It just got crazy for a moment there. The thing is, right, if you allow somebody to eat whilst they're filthy, they will get food poisoning and throw up everywhere, and we don't want that. It's not good. It's not good for the shelter, it's not good for the person, and it's not good generally for morale. Jonas, what have you located in the wasteland? You go and take a look at that, whatever it was. Octopi, you might as well eat some meat before you go to bed, and you can have a nice sleep. Nancy, oh, that was all just kind of crazy and chaotic there, wasn't it? Whilst you've got that on, you might as well go up and fix our outside bits there, Laura, if you wouldn't mind. We've got a transmission coming in. Let's examine the items from what they found at the small scrapyard. Sure, we'll take it all for now. You know, we'll decide later what we're going to keep. Look at all those slots. Yes, I am done. Janet, can we make more satchels at this point in time? We can. We can make a satchel, so do that. And then we'll send out another team as soon as we have 2 people ready to rock and roll. Incoming radio transmission, except... Ooh! Hello, Laura. Walter here. We've bumped into somebody else on the road. It looks like they've got something to say. Let me handle this, Walter. You boys cannot be trusted to do the right thing when you're out there. You know, especially you, Walter. This is your first jaunt into the wilderness, and frankly, we've got no idea how you're going to react. Whoa! So I'm not the only one out here. No, Angela, you're not. It's true. It seems not. I'm guessing you'll be needing some things then. Ah, trade, eh? Well, sure, we can trade. Should we take the paint can? We do so love to paint. Our shelter, what can we give in exchange for the paint can? The limestone? I don't know. I mean, expanding the shelter is always nice. We're definitely not going to give the wool. Nothing else is really worth it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's give the limestone. There we go. Yes, let's trade that. I wish I had all that cool stuff. Then maybe I could get a better deal. Maybe next time, hey? Maybe, Angela, maybe. If indeed there is a next time and you're not eaten by wild rabbit dogs or enslaved by some kind of raider gang. Also, whilst you're there, you might as well search the location. Absolutely. Nancy, what are you up to, Nancy? Can you do any painting, by the way? Do we have paints? We do have. Look, we've still got paints left. More purple paint for the paintings. Paint it all. What about you, Michelle? Can you paint as well? Paint? Yes, you could paint as well. Look, the entire upper floor is going to be painted. It's going to be so lovely. Everyone is just going to be thoroughly impressed with it. Except the transmission. It looks like this small house has some stuff that might be useful. What do you think? Well, I mean, show me what it is. Show me what is there. Yes, it is all useful. Look, more limestone that we just traded away. We'll take it all because we've got loads of space, and you know, we might find someone who wants to take this dodgy radio off our hands. You never know. Accept transmission. Hello, Jonas here. We've stumbled across a small hardware store. It looks like it might have some good loot. Yes, indeed. Search that location. Search it old school. Andy is having himself some food, which is good. I've just given him an order. Stop. Don't accept that order. Janet, have you successfully eaten? He has more or less successfully eaten. And now he's off to bed. Janet is nearly loyal enough. That's good. Nancy is painting. We've got all this painting going on. Look, we almost completely painted the top floor there. Jonas, it looks like this small hardware store has some stuff that might be useful. What has it got? We want rope. That's nylon, but we'll take it anyway. We want hinges for sure. We'll take that. We'll take the wiring, of course. We're going to take all of this stuff, basically. We're going to put back the things which are going to be useless to us. And we'll take everything else if we can. Take that, take the wheels. We might be able to get old Betsy up and running. We'll take that. We'll take the chisel. Have we already got one of these? We do not have a chisel as yet. So we'll take the chisel. We don't really need the glass jar because we don't have any way of turning it into anything useful. We'll take the duct tape. We're now full, and we're going to wind up getting rid of some of this stuff, almost certainly. But, you know, at least it gives us a decent starting position. We actually already have a nail gun. We don't need another nail gun. Why would we? Well, we can possibly trade it, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it for now. But we shall remember that we can get rid of the nail gun. Look at this. The top floor is nearly completely painted. As soon as Nancy here has finished, any moment now, we will have a... It's not quite painted out here, but I don't think you're actually allowed to paint out there. We've stumbled across a small pharmacy. Sure, search the pharmacy. We're probably not going to take much from the pharmacy because we don't really need much in the way of meds. What have we got? Antibiotics, anti-radiation. We don't have any relaxants, first aid kit, etc. Michelle, you're doing okay. Do you actually have any needs there, Michelle? Well, why don't you have some food? Eat some meat. There we go. Accept transmission. Join us to base. What have you found in the small pharmacy? Antibiotics, med kit, sand. We've got 6 sand already. Oh, can we make... We've got 3 limestone. We might actually be able to make some cement already. So I don't think it's really worth bringing sand with us, although it's probably better than coal, so let's do that. We've got loads of petrol anyway. We really don't need coal to power the generator. I don't even know why this exists. It is as nothing to me. I'm not going to bring antibiotics. I'm not going to bring any other stuff. Like I've said before, we don't really need it, and if we do, we know where the pharmacy is. We can always send somebody out to get it, and that will be fine. Search the location of the small police station. Hopefully it'll have something super awesome in it. Laura, you are knackered, but first, take off your suit. And you're going to have to wait for a bed to become available, I'm afraid. So why don't you eat some meat? What have we got? That'll bring us down to 5 meat, so that'll mean that we're in a good position once the moderate snare trap triggers and captures us some kind of awesome creature for the consumption of the Weird family. The extended Weird family, I think we can kind of, treat all of the survivors here as members of the family. Walter to base, we found something at this police station. Yes, I am interested. What have you found? Ooh, we kind of... Oh, a crowbar. Look at this. Strength required 11, but it does 22 to 28 damage. When we finally get some stuff in to allow us to use, to build up the strength of our guys, that could be quite useful. But right now, we need to decide what we're going to get rid of to bring this stuff. So, it's kind of a hard choice, isn't it? Should we get rid of... Oh, I don't know. Let's get rid of the sand and the limestone right now, and the nail gun as well, because we decided we don't need that, did we? And then we can bring the 3 ropes, absolutely for sure, the wood, because you can never have enough wood. We can take the food, not that we really need it, but we've got 9 food already. Should we put the food back? We're just sort of surviving on meat right now, and that's fine. We'll take that. Is that it? We kind of want the nail as well. Do we want the nail more or less than the circuit board, I wonder? Or the battery. We've got 8 batteries, so let's put that back and take the nails, because we need masses and masses and masses of nails. The magnesium and the cordite, I'm sure, will come in handy at some point in the far-flung future, but not right now. Likewise, we just don't have anyone who's anywhere near 11 strength yet. And until we have, a boxing bag, a punch bag. Until we have a punch bag or something to train them up, we're not going to get anyone with that sort of strength. So, that's fine. Get that stuff and continue on your quest. Everyone else in here is just kind of hanging out. Janet is very nearly loyal enough, look. Michelle is not. Laura really needs to sleep. Laura, why don't you go and sleep? Not you. Not you. Oh. Michelle, up you get. Laura needs to sleep. Michelle, you come over here. We need to accept the transmission. Hello, Walter here. We've stumbled across a small petrol station. Sure, search the petrol station. Janet, you are looking kind of okay. Just a little bit tired. How is everybody else? Andy, why don't you get up and let Janet have a sleep? There we go. She can have a sleep, and then hopefully when she wakes up, she will be so grateful and so loyal. We actually need, we need to put some fuel on the generator. All of the power has cut out, except for the power apparently that runs the transmitter here. That is unexhaustible, an inexhaustible supply. Join us to base. What have you found in the small petrol station? Hinges, excellent. Wood, excellent. Petrol, that's kind of expected. And some nails, that's also good. We already own a screwdriver, so we don't need another one. So that is fine. Yes, I am done transferring goods. Bring the power up. I guess if the power is off for too long, the small freezer, the meat might go rotten, which would be bad, let's face it. Jonas, we found a bank out in the wasteland. Sure, check out the bank. Andy, what are you doing? I've just issued a couple of random move orders. Why don't you clean the shelter? Look, there we go. Andy, you can look, loyal. Janet is now loyal, and Laura kind of needs the loo, but then she'll be good once she's finished sleeping a lot. Octopi also kind of needs the loot. What's our water storage like? 58 of 90. It's not too bad. Accept a transmission. Hi, this is Jonas. It looks like the bank has some cool stuff. Alright, let's examine the contents of the bank. Well, there's a paint can. We do so want to paint all of the shelter. Oh, did we send them out without gas masks? No, I think they had gas masks, didn't they? But we do kind of need to replace those gas masks. We'll put the switch back because we've got 13 switches. That's loads. A rebar, strength required 14, damage 45 to 50. That's really cool, but we just don't have anything like the strength required to use it. A rock, strength 4, that's more like it. We could say this particular rock found in a bank is the only rock available and suitable for the use as a weapon by the survivors, by the Weird family. So we're going to take it. What are we going to put back? Let's put back the motor, I think. We'll take the rock. Take that rock. It is the best rock you can possibly imagine. Duct tape. Everything else looks good. Confirm. Excellent. All right. Well, I think we have probably pretty much run out of time now, so we'll have to wait until next time before we actually dispatch our second team into the wilderness. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. This is exciting. The village elder greets you. Welcome to Spawn Point Village, the market leader in the adventurer generation business. I know I look a lot like a lady, but I can assure you, from my voice, I'm clearly a man. And so we'll just move on and no more will be said on the matter, alright? I'm glad to see that you got here in one piece. There's been something wrong with the summoning circle lately. One young man came out horribly disfigured,